Hello friends, today we are going to learn our orthographic projection using first angle projection system. So in this problem statements we have the figures, the isometric figures it is given, and the direction of the elevation, x direction, that is called as a front view orientation. So you see the front view of the objects and draw the elevation, top view and left hand side view of the objects. So in our problem statements, in our figures, when we see the objects from the elevation orientation, from the front view orientation, so this dimension it is called as a length of the object and this is called as a height of the objects. So first we find out the total length of the objects. So here it is given 20 plus 40 plus 30. So your total length of the objects it is 90 mm and height of the objects it is given 70 mm. So in elevation direction we can read the length of the objects and height of the objects. The width of the objects it cannot visible from the elevation. So in elevation always we have the two dimensional. One is a length, second it is height of the objects. So first we prepare our XY line and we start the problem in first angle. So when we start the problem in first angle, in our previous video we learned the elevation always above XY line and top view of the objects always below XY line. Now the length of the objects it is parallel to our HP plane. So here we draw the length 90 mm parallel to XY line. So I take the first dimension, the 90 mm, length of the objects parallel to XY line, and the height of the objects it is 70 mm. So we draw the light line 70 mm height on both the end and we create our rectangle. So here we understand what we do here. We prepare the space for the elevation. So when I see the job, So this line, the edge of the job which is on HP and parallel to HP, we already prepared. Now from this corner, we have the 70 mm height of the objects. So what I do, from this corner, I draw the 70 mm height, and from this there is a small length 20 mm it is given, and this is our length parallel line. So from this corner I move the 10 mm length parallel, and from this points we have the height parallel line. And what is the length of the height of this particular line? You can read here, there is a 20 mm height of this bottom plate. So from 70, the 20 minus 20, so it is 50 mm. We have to move downward direction with height parallel. So we move the 50 mm. Sorry, this is a 20 mm. So I mark the 20 mm. Then I move the 50 mm down. Now from this corner you have the length parallel line, that is 70 mm. So you can draw the length parallel, means XY line parallel 70 mm, and you can complete your one part of the elevation, that is a L shape. Here in 3D picture it is coded with blue color. So this surface, the L surface, can be visible from front view. Now similarly, we can see this rectangle from the elevation, and this particular rectangular cube, it is some height from the bottom plate upper surface. So here it is dimension is not given, so we can assume, suppose this is a 10 mm height. So I can mark the 10 mm, the point. From this point I draw this rectangle, the elevation of rectangle cube. For that, this length it is given 40 mm and the height is given 30 mm. So this is a 40 by 30 mm rectangle. The blue shaded portion can be visible from front view orientation. So what I do? I take the 40 mm dimension, then from this point we draw the height. This height it is 20. Suppose I am writing this 20 by 20. So I draw the 20 mm height. So this is your elevation. It is completed. In your elevation, we have the L shape and particular this rectangle. Now for top view, So when you see the object from top view, the shaded blue color portion can be visible, and my VP plane it is here, because always we know elevation it is always perpendicular to VP. So when you observe your job or the objects from the top orientation, from the top view, you can read the only width of the objects and length of the objects. The height of the objects, it is not visible from the top view orientation, from the plan. So here we take the width of the objects. It is 15 plus 30 plus 15. So it is 60 mm width, and the width of the objects always perpendicular to VP. It means perpendicular to XY line in my orthographics. So what I do? First I take the light projection line from my elevation. And we learn in our last class, the top view of the objects always below to front view. So first I take the projection, light projection from my elevation. Then we go to the top view. So from this top view, you can draw your 60 mm width line perpendicular to VP. So I leave the some 10 mm distance from XY line, and I start my top view with width line. So first I draw the 60 mm width line, which is perpendicular to my XY line, because the width always perpendicular to VP plane. Now the length of the objects in top view, it is parallel to vertical plane. So here we draw the length parallel to XY line, that is your 90 mm. Similarly, you can draw here your width 60 mm, and we create the top view of this surface, bottom plate, upper surface, the surface which is parallel to HP, and from top view it is visible. Now but in this particular 90 by 60 mm rectangle, we have this small rectangle and small this rectangle. Now we are discussing on this rectangular plates 20 by 60 mm. This rectangle, it is perpendicular to VP. When you see the object from top view, this rectangle, plan of this rectangle always perpendicular to vertical plane. Now I catch this corner in my isometrics, it can represent it nearer to VP plane and right side of the observer. So in entire this top view, this corner, it is nearer to VP plane and right side of observer. So I start my top view from this corner. So first I move the 20 mm length parallel dimension. So it is already in our elevation. So simply you can collect the vertical projection first from your elevation. And here you have the rectangle which is perpendicular to my VP plane and is the plan of this surface. So for then after I create the dark. So I draw the dark. So now your entire 60 by 90 mm rectangle, it comes with two steps of the plan. One, it is top surface of bottom plates, this one, and this rectangle here. Now we are going to create the plan of this surface. So this rectangular square prism, the blue surface, it is a 20 mm width and the length it is 40 mm, and it is a center part of this one. So what I do, I first mark the center. So I take the center of 60 mm, that is a 30 mm at the middle point. From this point I move the both sides 10 mm. Then simply we draw the 40 mm. So you have the two way. Either you can draw the 40 mm length, either you can collect the light projection from your elevation. So this is when you create this dark, you have the top view of this surface. So I write this is my top view and it is our front view. Now you can show your dimensioning. So I can show my dimensioning with a dimension line. So first I show the height, width of the objects. So this is my width. It is 60 mm. Similarly, you can show the height of the objects. With two steps. You can show your 20 mm dimension, the height of the bottom plate, and remaining parts, it is your 50 mm. Now you can show your length in a 3-step model. So first I draw the horizontal line, then I can start from here. So entire length, this one, it is over 30 mm. This is a rectangular square prism length, it is 40 mm. And the vertical plates with 20 mm length. Now we go to our left hand side view. So observer, it is here. He sees a job from left side. So I mark this my left hand side view. And in our left hand side view of the objects, in our first angle, it is a right side of elevation. So for that, first we prepare our x1 y1 plane. So I draw some x1 y1 plane. This call as a x1 y1. Now friends, first you draw the x1 y1 line, then after you take the 45-degree inclination line at from this corner, and we are shifted our width of the objects and height of the objects in our left hand side view. So first, this is your width of the job, which is 60 mm, and when you observe your side view from the left hand side view orientation, your width, it is parallel to HP. So this 60 mm dimension, when I transfer in my side view, it is parallel to XY. So first we shifted our width dimension. When it is touched to here, from that direction you can draw the vertical line. So I shifted my width dimension, and from elevation in our side view, the second dimension, it is height of the objects, that is a 70 mm. So you can transfer from your elevation. So you have the space 60 by 70. In this entire space, you have the left hand side view. Now how to draw? So now look in our job. When I see the object from the south side view direction, the green color surface can be visible. So in my first, the bottom plates, there is a C channel, and this I catch this corner. So this corner, it is nearer to VP plane and left side of side view. So where it is? It is here. So this corner, it is nearer to my VP plane and left side of side view. So I start my left hand side view with reference to this point. So first we move the 20 mm, then we draw the width parallel line, again we move the 20 mm height parallel dimension, and we create this small rectangle. So first we draw the light line. So for that 20 mm I have the already in my elevation. So I draw the simply projection, and I leave the 15 mm distance on bottom line. So I mark the 15 mm points from both sides, and here there is a small height, it is given 10 mm. You can mark your 10 mm height point on both sides. Then after marking of all points, you can create your bottom plate side view. So for that, I draw this line, the height parallel, here the 20 mm height parallel. Then I can join these top points, it is represented the width parallel. From this point I move the 10 mm heights. When I join these 2 points, my left hand side view of bottom plates, it is completed. Then remaining surface, the top parts of the side view, it is represented this surface, the green surface, which is on L shape vertical, the green surface. So first I draw this dark. After creating this dark surface, you have to mark your side view of this square prism. So when you observe the side view of the objects, you have the 20 by 20 square at the middle of this surface. So for that, what I do? I have the elevation and plan of this square prism. So I take the simply projection from both the view. So first I transfer the projection from the plan, then I move the vertically as a light line. Similarly, you can collect the projection from your elevation. So automatically you can get your exact position. Here you can also show the dimensioning of your objects. So I draw the dimensioning line and I can write it is my 15 mm, then it is our 30, it is also 15 mm. The 20 it is already represented in our elevation, it is shown, it is not required. Similarly, this 50 mm it is also represented in our elevation, it is not required. You can show here your 20 by 20 square. Now friends, here there is a important points it will come. Now in side view, in left hand side view, we observe there is a hollow gap, rectangular tunnel it is going on bottom plates, and it is entirely throughout the plates. But in elevation, in front view direction, it is not visible. So what we do? We have to show in elevation the parts which is not visible directly from the respective view, it can show with a dotted line. So here in elevation, I take the projection and I use the types of line that is called as a hidden line, and we can represent its entire the hollow tunnel in length orientation with a dotted line. Similarly, in top view, this tunnel it is not visible, but actually in side view there is a tunnel. So what we do? The dotted line it is moving on this way. Here the dotted line is moving on this way. So for that, how to represent it? So you come back, you transfer your projection, and you can show with a dotted line. So I draw the dotted line in my top view, that the engineer can be understand. In side view there is a hole, rectangular hole throughout the bottom plates. Here we write the left hand side view. So this is your first angle, orthographic representation of entire job. Thank you for attending the class.